it's time to dish with D. That's me. Yes, it's chilly this morning. I thought we would start a cute little series on brainstorming, attacking the holidays, because Christmas is coming. We know once Thanksgiving, Christmas is coming. We need a plan of attack. Because why? Because there's a crap ton of parties, crap ton of food, crap ton of cookies. And how are we going to manage this? Because one thing we have learned, and some of us learned it the hard way, is Thanksgiving came, and yeah, it was hard to get back on track. A lot of us had a problem with getting back, because once you have that day of freedom, your body just has a party and it wants to continue to have this party. So I stayed on track, and because I'm here. This is where I'm at. So I am super duper motivated. So that, and I know we say it a million times, mindset and motivation is key to anything we do, especially a weight loss journey. But how are we going to tackle the holidays? I am Sergeant Dish with D, and you are my army of Weight Watcher and weight loss peeps. And we are going to like take this as a war. Or I should say, I'm Corporal Dish with D. I want to be high up. I'm Corporal Dish with D, and we are going to attack this like we would a war. Because for us, heck, it is a war. It is a stinking war we face daily with food. And you know what? Half the time we face it not even with food, it's with people. OMG. Can we just talk about people for half a second? I mean, I don't know if you find this, but people do you get mocked in a little like undertone way of people who aren't on a journey? I have. And it's almost like, I can't even explain it, but it's something want to sabotage you. They don't, but it's making them feel better to almost make you feel bad. And I don't know if they really want to make you feel bad. I don't think that's their intent, but that's what happens. And it's a little hurtful, because the struggle what we go through every day is real, and the struggle that we have with ourselves is real. And it's hard when people say things that really aren't appropriate. And I would put a few things down, but I'm not going to go there. What I wanted to do, we're trying to figure out how to navigate Christmas parties and everything. And Corporal Dish with D is your commander-in-chief for this, because heck, not that I have I do have experience, I won't say I don't, but these are my top plans of attack. Number one, we're going to go over this a lot this month, is definitely, number one is, to me, not going to the party hungry, or the events, or wherever, because you know what? You think, well, I'm saving points, I'm saving calories, but in the end, you're eating twice as much because you're starving. Oh yeah, I've been there. I thought that was the answer. I'll just save everything for there. I'll just eat once that day. Yeah, that doesn't work. You can't eat once in the whole day, number one. Number two, you'll eat twice as much because you're famished, and you're not going to care what you're putting on your plate because you're too stinking hungry. Yeah, that helps. So, what we need to do is, like, if your party's at dinner time, you need to have breakfast and lunch. If your party's in the midday, maybe you could avoid lunch and just have like a later breakfast, like a brunch. But I definitely would say most of my points, I would have 0-point foods. I would sit there for breakfast, have eggs, have that protein. For lunch, have a salad, throw some 0-point turkey or chicken in there. Have a hard-boiled egg in that salad, because that's going to make that salad much more satiating than just a bowl of leaves, because that's really what it is a bowl of leaves. But yeah, if you ever see, sometimes I just posted a salad, and I load mine with vegetables and chicken and an egg. There's always an egg in my salad, always olives in my salad, if I have them. Yeah, and there's either chicken, turkey, whatever meat I can squander up, it's in my salad. And my salads are huge, literally. They're mammoth. And I use my 0-point. I call it 0-point because I don't use that much of my ranch dressing, which is here on the channel, which I always tote. It's really good. It's the dry ranch mix with buttermilk and non-fat Greek yogurt, and I make my own buttermilk because yeah, it's how I roll. Because we have 1% milk in my house, and a cup of buttermilk, not low fat buttermilk, is 4 points, and a cup of the 1% milk is 4 points. So you put a cup of milk. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I know it averages. I think it's 4 points. I know it's the same as the buttermilk. And you take the cup of the 1% milk and 2 tablespoons of vinegar, white vinegar, swish it around, let it sit for 5 minutes, and it becomes buttermilk. And you would never know. I've made it with regular store-bought buttermilk, and it tastes exactly the same. So I'm not wasting my money on buttermilk anymore when I have the milk in the house. It works. It's delicious. And my ranch dressing is the bomb. Yeah, I cut back on the mayo, just a couple of tablespoons, just to give it a little thickness. I do add an extra. I don't count my ranch dry mix. I don't count any mixes. I just don't. I never did. So that's me. And if you can't mix, then maybe you'd be a little bit higher. All right, back to the party strategies. Right, have breakfast, have lunch, if depending on what time you're going. When you go there, now I know we like to have an adult beverage. Just try to milk one adult beverage. I know that's hard, but I've done where I've gotten wine and mixed it with seltzer, make like a spritzer. I've done that. I've also I've made it, in fact, on the channel that I'm going to do a collab for cocktails, and I did make a really low point one with diet cranberry juice and I think vodka, if I'm not mistaken, because it was very low points. You gotta have if you're at somebody's house, obviously they're not going to have the right juice. Of course, you could bring your own drink. I highly suggest that. Or you know what? Just have some unsweetened tea, have some water. I mean, I know some people, they want a cocktail, and you know what? You have the points for it, have a cocktail. I don't find cocktails to be that necessary, but that's me. But again, if it's a party, you want to have one, just try to milk it. That's what I try to do. I always have water with it, so you're drinking the water and just sipping the cocktail. The desserts, I mean, usually you can find probably some decent food at most parties. I always focus on my 0 point foods first at the party. If there's a salad, I fill my plate up with salad. I put my protein on top. Sometimes I have a roll, because sometimes a roll is the better option than like the pasta. So yeah, I mean, sometimes dinner rolls aren't that many points. I could point that better than I could point ziti or ravioli or baked, stuffed shells. And to me, I don't like Italian food out because I'm Italian. But if that's all they have, then you're stuck with it. But if that's just an option, I always opt for the bread versus the pasta. That's always been my thing. Because you need something to fill you, because you can't sit there and be hungry and watch everybody else eat. So you have to have a decent amount of food. But you just have to watch what you eat. Point it as best you can. Put it before you have the adult beverage. I do suggest that. And desserts. Yeah. Desserts are going to be there, and you're going to want one. And you deserve one. Absolutely. I'm not going to say you don't, because we do deserve dessert. Just try. If you have somebody with you, this is what I do. I usually have my husband with me 9 times out of 10. And I take the things that I want, and I get them on my plate, and I take a bite out of each, and then he finishes them. Because I've had it. I've had the taste. I mean, do I want more? Yeah, I'm not going to lie and say I don't. But at least I've had something. I mean, to sit there and have nothing would be detrimental, because I'd sit there and want it the whole stinking time. And, it is a party. Just don't go off the rails. Because, like I said, we have a lot, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of parties coming in the month of December. So I and some of them are back to back. You gotta love that. I have 3 back to back. I have a luncheon on Friday, next Friday. I have a dinner on Saturday and a dinner on Sunday. I know there's going to be good options at these parties. I've been to them before. And the luncheon isn't going to be too, because it's lunch. And it's just going to be, I ordered my salmon, so I know what I'm having. So it should be fine. It's just, stuff that you're not, I get it on Saturday, so I'm going to be having, this will be my lunch, the salmon. It'll probably be my dinner, because of by the time we eat, it'll probably be like 3 o'clock. So I'm not good. Time I'll be hungry will be 8 o'clock or 7 or 8 o'clock, and I'm not going to eat then, because it's way day on Saturday. So I probably won't eat. I might eat a snack. Maybe I'll have a Built Bar, something light. Yes, I think a Built Bar is light. 3 points of deliciousness. But yeah, that's my strategies for attending parties. You know, Corporal Dish with D is saying, don't blow it, because you know what? You're going to feel bad. And look what happened with Thanksgiving. I hear a lot of people had a hard time getting back on track. You want to stay on track. You want to track everything. This is very important. This is the most important thing you're going to hear from me. You need to track whatever you eat. If you can't figure it, estimate it. Do the best you can. I always seem to point out more than I point down for certain things, especially at a party, because this way you know what you have for the next couple of days. If you don't know what you've eaten, you don't know what you have left. So like on the days you don't have a party, you could reel it in a little bit. Go, you know, and I'm not a big, you know me, I'm not a big opponent of going under points. I believe you should eat all your points, I do. But if you're having a week where there's a lot of events, then yes, cut back 4 points a day and bank those. I wouldn't cut back more than 4. I personally wouldn't. Because you can't bank more than 4 anyway, so what's the point? What, you could sit there and say you have less food? You could say that, I guess. It just depends. You know what? You know what's best for you. And you do what's best for you. That's always my advice. You know you better than I know you. And I think on the blue plan, you can go down to, I think 10. Purple, I think you can go down to 8. And I think blue, you can go down to 20, I'm thinking. I'm not really sure. I think it's around that. And still be within your blue dot. And strive for the blue dot. If that's what helps you, keeps you on track, strive for the blue dot. I never even know where the blue dot is. I was never a big blue dot person, but again, that's me. But if that's what keeps you motivated, go for the blue dot. It'll keep you in check. Definitely. You don't want to blow it. You really don't, because you've worked hard all year. That's the thing. You've worked so hard up to this point. I mean, and not that you couldn't lose it in January. You can. But sometimes when you get out of that zone, and I call it a zone because that's what it feels like to me. I'm in a zone. I'm focused. I'm concentrated. I'm fixated on what I'm doing, and I'm following, and I'm seeing results. So you don't want to lose that momentum. That's what I'm looking for, because sometimes it's hard to get back. I truly believe that. And like I said, just because you go there and you want to weight loss plan doesn't mean you're not enjoying yourself at the party. And don't make people guilt you into eating. Oh, I've had that happen. Yep. It happens. And I'm not sure. I don't think they mean to do that. I just think that, I don't know what I think, but I truly don't believe that they mean to do it. I don't know what I think, but I don't think that they mean it, because if they did, then they're messed up. But yes, don't let other people throw you off. And stay focused, stay honest, and track. I tracked on Thanksgiving because I know I had to, because it was just one day. I had to go through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and if I didn't know what I ate and know what I had left, I don't know how to eat on Friday. So I needed to know. And that's, and that's big for me, because I was never like that. Only the last few years have I been much more diligent and being a little bit honest with myself. But who am I lying to? Me. In the end, I know what I ate. I can sit there and put whatever I want in that tracker. I know what I ate. So be honest. Nobody has to see your tracker but you. It's your tracker. And nobody needs to see it. Nobody needs to know what's in it. It's your private business. If you want to be honest and put them there, if you want to lie, then you lie. But I think most of you are going to be honest. So, Corporal Dish with D has given you your orders. Do you plan to accept this? Let me know in the comment section below if you're going to accept this challenge. We're going to do this. We are going to see the month of December with a loss. We're going to have fun at these parties, and we're going to see a loss on the scale. Why? Because we're going to kill it. It's Dish with D's December challenge. Or I don't want to call it the December dilemma, but the December challenge. I'm going to put it out there. That's what this video is going to be called. The Corporal Dish with D's December challenge. Let her know if you are in the Dish with D army of we're going to kill this month. Have a great day. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share me. Let me know if we can bring more people into the Dish with D army. We want a whole platoon. Have a great day, and we will dish tomorrow.